Good morning, students. Today we are going to complete this lesson, Children at Work. Earlier we had done two parts and I had sent you the question of comprehension check, and I had told you to write down the new words and to find out the answers of those comprehension check. I hope you all have done that. Now today we are going to continue the third part, and today we will finish this lesson. Uh, and today we are going to know, how does Velu feel when he sees the place of living of girl Jaya and her friends, and he was surprised by seeing which type of work they do. Now I have written the highlights of part 3 here. There is a row of huts near some dirty puddles. Puddles means small pools of water. Second point, outside one of the huts, Jaya dumps her sack. Dumps means disposed of. She was carrying a sack on her shoulders and she threw it away. Grateful to his friend Velu, thinks of the days ahead. Velu was thanking and he was thinking of his earlier days when he used to live in his village. And Velu comes to know the difference between his village hut and strange huts of the city. Now let's start reading of this lesson. Jaya and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle. Trickle means a thin stream of water. We are in Triplicane now. See, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Velu stared. This was a canal? Near some puddles of water? I have already told you the meaning of puddle. Was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. Right. So in this paragraph, what we have read Velu was feeling surprised. He was full of wonders when he saw a number of things. That thin stream is there, and Jaya is calling that it is a Buckingham Canal. She is saying near some puddles of water was row of the strangest huts. Second thing he is observing, the huts, which were very strange. You all have seen that in villages the huts are made up of leaves, right? They are using the woodens to cover their roofs, to make their walls. But in cities, these huts were made of metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as they would fall any moment. Means they were standing there. Crookedly means they were not standing straight, because they were thinking. And here the word they, it is being used for the huts, not for the human beings, right? They is being used for the huts because the huts were slanting. So it was not straight. The word crookedly is used here for that, right? And it was feeling that it will fall down any moment. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Will. Velu was surprised. Oh my God, where this girl has taken to me. It's the house where she is living. And he is telling Jaya that in our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. I have already told you that in villages, the houses were made of mud and palm leaves where Velu used to live. But in city, the huts were made of metal sheets. Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Dumped means she was carrying on her shoulders, then she disposed of, threw it off. Then she picked up one empty one. Let's go, she said. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. Shove means with a shoulder you are giving a push. Sometimes you friends are standing and another one is coming and that friend is pushing you just to make you aside, just to make you move. The same thing she did. She gave him a shove. Shove means push. Let's move now. And at least help me now. Here, wear these and come with me. What she was saying to him? She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and stick into his hands. Means she picked up a pair of old shoes which were totally torn and there were no laces in the shoes, and she pushed a sack. Pushed means, here the word pushed means she threw a sack, right? And stick into his hand. Stick means just holding in hands. When you are forcefully giving something to someone to catch it, to hold it, that is called stick into his hands. Velu was confused. Confused means puzzled. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze. I have written the meaning. Weeding. Landowner means farmers who were having their fields and where he used to do work. And which type of work he was doing there? He was weeding. Weeding means removing the useless plants, means he was cutting the plants and taking cows out to graze. Graze means to feed animals on the grassland. The cattle, the cows, the buffaloes, whenever they are going to the fields to eat grass, it means that is grazing. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya, because he was surprised. Ki, why I'm supposed to do this work? What Jaya is doing? She is picking up the useless things from the rubbish bin and I don't want to. So he put this question to Jaya. Are there any farms in the city? Because he didn't do such type of work in his village. Now, when he is asking this question to Jaya, Jaya is smiling and she laughed loudly and thumped her stick on the ground. Thumped means, suppose she was holding a stick, as I'm holding this pen, just imagine it is a stick. And she was holding this pen and she was holding a stick, right? And she threw it on the ground. Farms with a sense of humor was there. Farms? There are no farmers here. We are rag pickers. Rag pickers means, beta, we all have seen, not only the little kids, even we have seen the grown up people. They are just coming and they are moving in the streets and they are carrying a sack on their shoulders and they are having a small stick in their hands and they are just going near to that garbage bin and they are just searching something to carry and they are taking out the plastic bottles, glasses, right? And the useless things, whatever they can sell to the, where they can sell it, they can go to the market and they can sell it there, right? So she said, we are rag pickers. Rag pickers? Because Velu is surprised. Who are rag pickers? See my sack full of things I collected. Now she is showing her sack to Velu. Collected means you have taken it from where? From rubbish bins. Means I have taken it from the garbage bins where the garbage was lying. Where else? Means from where else? Who will give it to me? I have taken it myself from the garbage bins. Now Velu is again surprised. He is again asking, Jaya, you collect rubbish? Oh my God. Velu had never heard of such a thing. And he said, hey, blockhead, it's not rubbish. Now, when Velu is surprised, he is asking questions to Jaya. At the same time, Jaya is replying and she is little bit angry now. And she is saying, hey. And the word a here is means she is angry, right? As in Hindi, your teacher is saying, Are, the here word is a. And blockhead means fool. Means Jaya is calling Velu a fool. It's not rubbish, only paper, plastic, glass and such things. We sell it to the jam bazaar, Jagu. Mish is telling we are collecting it and we are selling it in the jam bazaar, and there is a person who is collecting all these things and the name of that person is Jagu. Velu was puzzled because he didn't know what is happening and where am I now. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anyone want to buy rubbish? Who is Jam Bazaar Jaggu? Why is he buying all this? You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Now, this is the conversation. Means Velu is thinking something in his mind. He is not getting the answers of all his questions. And the girl Jaya, she is, because she is rag picker and she is habitual of all these things, she is getting annoyed, right? And she is saying, I don't have time to waste like you. Just come with me. Because what do you think? Ki the person to whom we are selling all these things, he is displaying it? No, he is selling it to a factory. Means the recycle circle. You all have heard this word in your science, right? That recycle means the things we are using, then we are destroying, then we are again reusing it. So that is called recycle. So same, the things, the plastic things she was collecting, she was giving it and Jagu was giving it in a factory to reuse it. Velu didn't move. He was standing like a statue. He hadn't run away. Means he was standing there and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins, and he was thinking, oh my god, I have left my village, now I have come to this place. Jaya poked at him with her stick. Poked means usually you maximally if you are using the Facebook and we are poking that this sign is there, duck tuck, we are touching. So here the word poking means quickly pushed and object into somebody something, right? Now come to the next. Look here, she shouted, if someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Don't just stand there posing, showing. Posing means showing or assuming to be important, and models are doing just standing like a statue and everybody is looking at them. Now Jai is shouting at him. Big hero, Jai is calling Velu. I'm trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? Velu scratched his head. This is scratching, right? I'm doing this action. This is scratching. Ki who filled my stomach today? And sighed. Means a long breath he has taken. Right? This is sighed. I will do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. That's all with this. I hope the story is clear. You all have enjoyed it. Now I have given you the comprehension check 3 and the questions are there. You will find out the answers of all these questions and you will write down the word meanings. I have already highlighted in the PPT, and complete your notebooks because after completing this lesson, I am going to take your test too. Right? So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay blessed. Thank you. Have a blissful day.